What if I told you India is just months away from sending humans into space for the very first time? That's the mission of Gaganyaan, ISRO's bold leap into crewed spaceflight. This isn't just another rocket launch. It's a symbol of self-reliance, ambition, and global space leadership. Announced in 2018, Gaganyaan aims to place 3 Indian astronauts in low Earth orbit for 3 days. Only 3 countries have achieved this: the US, Russia, and China. With Gaganyaan, India becomes the 4th. Backed by $1.2 billion, this mission is about more than reaching orbit. It's about proving India can design, build, launch, and recover its own astronauts. The clock is ticking. In a world racing toward Mars and moon bases, Gaganyaan is India's declaration. We're not watching the space race, we're joining it. But how exactly will ISRO pull this off? This isn't a one-shot launch. It's a full-scale rehearsal for human survival in space. Gaganyaan will unfold in phases. 2 uncrewed test flights first, including one with a talking humanoid robot named Vyomitra, followed by the real crewed mission in 2025. The spacecraft, a crew module, will launch aboard the HLVM-3, a human-rated version of India's GSLV MK-3. It'll orbit Earth at 400 kilometers for 3 days before splashing down in the Indian Ocean. Every step is being tested, from re-entry heat shielding to crew escape systems. Why so many steps? Because there's no second chance with human lives. India is building a human space program from scratch, not cloning Apollo, but engineering its own path. The world is watching. Can ISRO pull off a manned space mission safely, affordably, and independently? If they do, it will be one of the greatest feats in Indian scientific history. When you're 400 kilometers above Earth, failure isn't an option. Every system must work perfectly. ISRO is engineering the crew module to survive space radiation, extreme G-forces, and temperatures over 1,600 degrees Celsius during re-entry. A launch abort system can instantly eject the crew capsule if something goes wrong during liftoff. That's what saved the lives of Soyuz cosmonauts in 2018. And now, India's building its own. The capsule will carry oxygen, pressure control, cooling systems, even emergency medical gear. The training is brutal, the tech is bleeding edge, and the margin for error, 0. Even recovery is high stakes, splashdown, naval coordination, and astronaut retrieval must go exactly as planned. Most impressive? India is doing this at a fraction of NASA's cost. It's not just rocket science, it's smart science. And Gaganyaan's success could trigger a wave of tech advancements in AI, robotics, and aerospace across India. But who will ride that rocket? Only 4 men were chosen, but only 3 will go to space. Who are they? From hundreds of elite Air Force pilots, ISRO shortlisted 4 for astronaut training, with support from Russia's Roscosmos. Their names are Group Captain Prasanth Balakrishnan Nair, Group Captain Ajit Krishnan, Group Captain Angad Pratap, and Wing Commander Shubhanshu Shukla. These men trained in freezing Siberian forests, underwater simulations, and blackout chambers. They learned how to stay alive in space, sea, and even crash landings. But only 3 will be selected for India's first crewed mission. What we do know, they'll become national heroes overnight. They'll orbit Earth for 3 days, carrying India's pride with them. Cameras will roll, the world will watch. But they'll be alone, no backup, no resupply. Just them, their training, and a spacecraft that's never carried humans before. It's brave, it's historic, and it's happening soon. This isn't just a mission, it's a test of courage. Gaganyaan isn't just about space, it's about sovereignty, science, and the soul of a rising nation. India's human spaceflight program signals a shift from launching satellites to leading missions. It shows the world that India is done being a support player in space. Gaganyaan could lead to an Indian space station by 2030, lunar missions, or even Mars landings. And it's not just about headlines, it's about talent. Every new engineer, coder, scientist, and startup watching this mission sees a path forward. ISRO's partnerships with private Indian companies and global players will supercharge India's space economy. And geopolitically, it places India shoulder to shoulder with spacefaring superpowers. It's a statement. India builds. India innovates. India leads. For a generation raised on Chandrayaan, Gaganyaan is the next chapter, but far more personal. It puts Indian humans into space and Indian hearts into orbit. If Gaganyaan succeeds, it changes everything, not just for India, but for the world. ISRO already has its sights set beyond Earth. Plans for a space station, deep space missions, reusable rockets, and even space tourism are in development. Gaganyaan is just the beginning, the foundation of India's human space program. What Mercury was for NASA, Gaganyaan is for ISRO. A first step, yes, but one that unlocks everything. The mission's success could mean collaborations on Artemis, global space defense initiatives, and a boom in Indian-made aerospace tech. And it shows the youth of India, the next Abdul Kalams and Kalpana Chawlas, that space is no longer a dream. It's a destination, and India's already on the launch pad. When the rocket ignites, it won't just carry 3 astronauts. It'll carry the hope of 1.4 billion people watching from Earth as their country reaches for the stars.